everybody. This is Ed. I'm the pastor at Speed Memorial Church in southern Indiana. And this is Thursday's Thoughts, one thought for today. And I'm just talking about conversation today, our words and how important they are and the power that we have. We don't have power over other people, but we have the ability to plant seeds in their mind, seeds of hope, seeds of doubt, seeds of joy, seeds of anger. I mean, just being careful with what we say. There's a story in the Bible about two sisters, Martha and Mary, and Jesus was coming over to their house for lunch, which could be stressful. And he was in the living room teaching, and all the people were around him. Of course, he brought a crowd with him. And one of the sisters, Martha, was in the kitchen preparing lunch. You know, not just for the family, but like for the whole crowd. So you can imagine she was a little stressed out. And the other sister, Mary, was in the living room or wherever Jesus was teaching, sitting at Jesus' feet, listening to him teach, which is very cool. And so, but Martha couldn't understand Mary's actions because she was analyzing the situation through lunch, you know, which is good. That's how I normally analyze the situation. But she couldn't understand why Mary wasn't making lunch a priority in terms of her behavior at that moment. And so Martha came out of the kitchen, kind of steamed, no pun, and was like, Jesus, can you tell my sister to get in the kitchen and help me prepare food? Because, you know, it's both their houses. It's Martha and Mary's house, and they're the host. And so, you know, you can understand what Martha was getting a little perturbed about. But Jesus said to her that, you know, Martha, you're all worried about these little details and these little things, but Mary has chosen the better route. Her behavior right now is actually more valuable. And I don't think he was getting down on her necessarily, but I think what revealed the intent of Martha's speech, prayer, talking to Jesus, was that she had lost sight of what the most valuable thing was. I don't think he was saying, don't prepare lunch, because everyone you know is hungry. I think what he was saying is you're being overwhelmed by all the details. Kind of like remember when Peter walked on water, but then when he saw the wind and the waves, he started to sink because he took his eyes off Jesus. And it's the same thing here. It's complex and it's a big meal and it's a big task, but you've decided to undertake it and everyone will appreciate for you. But that doesn't infer anybody else's behavior in your pursuit. Do you know what I mean? Because our speech can get, when we get angry and we get overwhelmed and we get frustrated, our speech to Jesus, to God, becomes fractured. And the relationships that we have with other humans can also be put at risk. I mean, her intent, while she was speaking to Jesus, she was actually speaking to Mary, like, get in here, help me. You know, she just thought in her mind that what Mary was doing was wrong. And so there's a Proverbs 15:4. It says, a soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. And that's the power we have. And the tree of life is Eden, right? That's the tree we're trying to get to, that life. And a soothing tongue is like a tree of life to the people that we talk to. But an angry tongue, a deceitful tongue, a perverse tongue, a tongue that is frustrated, that crushes another person's spirit. And that's what I mean. You can plant these seeds of anger and frustration in a person's mind, like if you're out talking about somebody. And you might not even mean anything bad, like, well, they're not really working that hard. But it plants a seed in somebody else's mind. How you analyze another person is based on some value system that you've incorporated into your own mind. There may be a lot of truth to it, there may be no truth to it, but the fact that you've decided to judge somebody based on your own value system crushes potential to crush into the spirit, to give them a depression or an anxiety, to cause them to look at themselves through your lens, which becomes flawed. And so that's just a thought today, that we watch what we say, and that we are always speaking to each other in respectful, loving terms, meant to encourage, meant to build up. And then instead of letting the anger or the frustration or the waves and the wind of the world influence how we relate to each other, that we turn that around. And we let the Holy Spirit guide us. We follow Jesus, keep our eyes on Jesus, and speak to each other in those terms and behave in that manner. So that's my thought for today. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you in church on Sunday.